We go back quite a long way to 1974. We first opened an Atticus in Liverpool, and I'd been working in bookshops, and at that time there were very few bookshops that did the sort of things that we were interested in, catering mainly for a younger or readership, this counterculture readership, if you like. And then our lease ran out in Liverpool, and we looked around for somewhere we could buy, and we found this little place in Lancaster, which was just about all we could afford with a bank loan. So that's why we arrived in Lancaster. The thing people always seem to end up saying is it's a strange place, Lancaster. It's quite divided between the university and the town. There's an awful lot of very interesting people, an awful lot of musicians, which is why we're so involved with the music festival now. Lots of writers and artists as well. So it's got a very interesting community, but it's also in some ways quite a conservative town. What I have noticed, which is very different to a few years ago, is the number of foreign students who come into the shop and are now our best customers. We are not about profit, we are not about making money, we're about doing things that we like. We want to make just about enough money so that we can survive and we can carry on, but we want to enjoy what we're doing, we want our customers to enjoy what we're doing, and we want the customers to feel that you know, we're a resource for them as well. If they can come in and they can use the shop for reading or for to advertise their books or perform, you know, to play their musical instruments or whatever. So I guess that's the difference. Waterstones, just because they're a big company, have to run as a commercial enterprise, whereas we're small enough to just do our own thing, I suppose, in a very sort of old hippie way. I think that's part of what the shop is about, because we don't want to just stock the usual best-selling books and things. We want people to discover books, not just English literature and history, but I mean, there's so much fantastic writing from other cultures. But I'd like to see the university participating more in the sort of cultural life of the town, actually, rather than having to go out to the university, bringing some of the lectures and talks into town. When I was at SOAS, there was a lecturers' strike, and they took the lectures out into the public arena. They did one on the steps of the British Museum, and they did one in Euston Station, and it was extraordinary. There was a lecturer giving a talk about Yemeni minarets and how they were constructed on one of the biggest train stations in London. And he got a huge crowd of interested people around him. He was such a good lecturer. And the police came up and they were going to move people on, and they heard him speaking and they stayed and they listened to him talking. I'd like to see something like that happening in Lancaster. Other things like the Arvon centres for writers, which make a huge difference because they attract international names. So it'd be nice to have something like that close to Lancaster. Never lose your curiosity. Always try to do the things that you believe in, and don't always think about a career first, or you will end up regretting that you didn't do some of the things you always wanted to do. But be curious, look around you, study the culture that you're in and other cultures around the world. They have so much to offer. There's so much wealth of knowledge and art and music and all the rest out there that's waiting to be discovered.
So thank you for today, Tom. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.